And hello, tappers. Welcome to Tapping Tuesday. I'm so excited to be here with you. We will jump right into what we are going to do after a short explanation of how things work here. So, if it is your first time, welcome. If it is not your first time, welcome back. I'm so glad to have all of you here. What we're going to do for the next hour is called EFT, which stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques, also known as tapping. So if you've ever seen this motion, this and other spots, that is it. That's what we're going to do. It is used as a technique to release overwhelm and trauma, and that can be past, present, future. It works with the subconscious brain and allows it to kind of rewrite the templates of which it's automatically working off of. It's fascinating to study, but I'm not going to dive any deeper than that into the science of it because this time is set aside for you to experience it. All of the statistics and the clinical studies are really encouraging as far as what they show, how beneficial the tapping is. But feeling it happen in your body is a whole different experience. So if you want to know more about the science of it, we do have a channel here on YouTube. It's EFT Universe. Simply go check that out. We have literally hundreds of videos for you about the science. You can also always email me. My email is at the top of the chat, and I have a fun little personal announcement that I'll give because there's 2 emails up there. I'm happy to answer questions that way. Also, if you ask a question in the chat, I may not answer it unless it's like a quick answer. That's not because I don't want to chat with you. Just for the sake of time, again, I just want you to really feel the experience of EFT. The ways that you can participate today are just follow along, and that in and of itself will allow you to experience some releasing. So you don't have to be any more active than that. If you want to suggest a topic to tap on, and it could be anything from like a vague emotion, a pet peeve, a particular past experience, a struggle that you're having right now with a person, a place, or a thing, something that you want but you don't have, something that you have that you don't want. All of those are valid. And I do my best to acknowledge all of them and wrap them all into the session. I will also show you how to tap on something that's different than maybe exactly what we're doing if it doesn't apply to you. What's most important for me is that you have information and that you feel empowerment to be able to make this your experience. We have different tapping spots that we use across the body that are the standard set of acupoints that we activate. I tend to just stay here, or I'll stay here. And the reason I do that is because, number one, as long as you are on an acupoint, you will receive the benefit of EFT. Each tapping point has its own benefits as far as acupoints go, but as long as you're tapping on one, you're good to go. And I stay on one because I don't want you to be pulling yourself out of your attention and like maybe what's shifting for you to see like where I am and oh no, she's moved. I missed that one. Should I go back? I don't know what to do. That's not it. So if you feel lost, follow along with me. If you feel like, I don't want to tap on that spot anymore, give yourself permission to guide yourself wherever does feel good for you. Because I fully believe that that's your brain communicating to say, cool, I'm on board with this, but do this for me. Okay. So putting in the live chat is one way you can contribute. Another way is if that's just too vulnerable, you don't want to put it out there for everyone to see, email me. And then the following week, I can bring it up anonymously so that you can see how to tap on that while feeling safe in this space. We do have 2 emails that I've gotten, and I'm sorry because it was like the last week of break and holidays. I haven't responded to you yet. I have seen you. And they're questions, but because of what they are, I do want to share them with everybody for just a second right here. One question was about why did I tap on the 9 gamut point when we were doing like sensory tagging. It's called, chasing the pain. So if you want to look up the technique, that's what we did last week, chasing the pain. And I used this tapping point, which is typically used for another technique. The reason I used it is because of the meridian it's on. It's called triple warmer. And that meridian in Chinese medicine is said to govern the fight and flight response. And since we were addressing big emotion, it's just the one that made sense. We don't do the 9 gamut very often because it's a big, powerful, intense experience. It's one that you want to use judicially so that you don't overwhelm yourself through your session. Oh shoot, what was the second question? Oh no. Okay, give me a second. Let me look it up real fast. I know I'm talking a lot. I'm almost done, I promise. It was important and pretty common. Is it normal for symptoms to get worse before they get better? So if you start tapping, and we haven't mentioned this in a while in here, so I'm so grateful for this reminder to express this. If you start tapping and things get bigger and you feel them more, yes, that's normal. A lot of times the body will dissociate, like kind of numb things out to survive. And when you start applying something that's working, it's kind of like stirring the dirty glass before you flush it out. It can feel a little bit worse before it gets better. However, muscling through that is not where we are. We always want you to feel empowered. So there are techniques to alleviate that if things get bigger. I'm not going to go deeper into that because I really want to get to tapping. But I'll do a video on that. How about that? That will be this Friday's video. Okay. I'll make a brand new video in explaining how to circumvent that. Okay. Real quick announcement, and then we will tap. So I changed my name. I legally changed my name. It's something that I have been considering for years and years and years. And things just kind of aligned in my personal world that it felt like, okay, it's time. So my new legal name is Fable Legend. You can still email me, Amanda at EFT. I assume this will take a little while for like everybody to get the memo and be on board. So that email will be active for a few months at least. You can also email me at fable@eftuniverse.com. So I will now refer to myself as Fable, which will confuse some people, and that's okay. We'll get through it. But yeah, that's the announcement that I had. So just so that you're aware. Okay, let me say hi real quick, and we'll ground for just a second and begin our tap. All righty. Hi, Tammy. Hi, Zarina. You had to search hard to find me today. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. I'm glad that you found us. Hi, Blast Scout. Love to tap on emotional overwhelm, anxiety about upcoming medical appointment and surgery. Got it. Thank you for your suggestion. Hello, Christina. Tapping about having a good 2025 new year. Yes. I mean, I see that you didn't put good, but I'm assuming that's the intention. Hello, Kim. Feeling like walking on eggshells with an important person in my life. That can be difficult. Thank you for that. Hello, Dr. Scott. I'm glad that you're here. Oh, things just jumped and I lost my place. Hello, Joy. I've been sick with pneumonia. Oh, and a week later, COVID. My goodness. You feel better and then congested up and down. Okay. So immune system tapping specifically for that would be great for you. But even just tapping alone, because of the calming overall effect that it has, that tends to allow space for the immune system to also improve, even without directly tapping on it. So this is a great place for you to be. Hello, Karen. Thank you for your thoughts for everybody. I think mine's feeling pretty good so far, 6 days. Tammy, weight gain due to being empathic sponged, others' problems. Yeah, I hear you there. Okay. This new year feels very challenging. Yep, I hear you on that. And Karen, eggshell journey with my son also, planning a conversation to address this. And hello, Paula. Hira, I hope that's okay that I shorten your name. I don't know how to pronounce it all, so I am doing my best. Hira, can you tap on hatred? Yes, absolutely. There are multiple layers to that, but tapping on any emotion is very valid and usually very, very cathartic. Okay, Paula, make a video about it. Yes, I absolutely will, I promise. Oh, thank you, Last Scout. I appreciate that. Dr. Scott, fellow tappers. Oh, no worries. Oh, spell your new name in the chat. Yes, it's Fable, and then legend, Legend. But there it is. Nancy, hello. Oh, I didn't know who Fable was when you responded to my email. Oh, how funny. I didn't know that it was responding as Fable yet. Yeah. I waited until certain things were in place to like publicly announce it, but that's funny. Now you know. And Serena, immune system seems like a pretty good idea. Yes, there's a lot of yuck going around. That's very true. Hello, Anne. Thank you for this time together. Need excellent vet care for my dog who might have cancer. I'm so sorry to hear that. Also fear about some vertigo and health issues. Need a career job. Okay, so I'm hearing a lot about physical body and a lot about emotions surrounding like concern. Thank you, Dr. Scott. Thank you for taking your time making tacos. I'm sorry, I don't get that reference. I feel silly. I'm sorry. I'll probably laugh when I get it. Keep hearing Sable. You're not the first person. I don't know what it is about my enunciation, but I'll work on that. Hello, Tanya. Glad that you're here. Okay, let's get grounded. You haven't missed anything, Tanya. We've been doing a lot of talking today. But let's go ahead and get centered. So go ahead and just draw your attention into your body and notice how you're feeling. Notice if your body wants to shift something. Maybe you've been sitting on your foot for a while and it's like, move that leg. If you want to stretch out for a second and then go back to a comfortable position, if you need a blanket, if you need a drink of water, if you need to go to the bathroom, just notice what condition is your body currently in, and is there an easy fix to make it feel slightly better? And as you're considering all of this, let's go ahead and take a breath. And really let that sigh out. So if forcing a sound doesn't feel good to you, don't feel like you have to force it. That has to do with a level of feeling safe. So if sound doesn't feel good to you, don't force that, but let it out in as much of a sigh as you can. So let's go ahead and take another breath. And then just be here and feel this space. Feel where your body is in this space. And as you are aware of your body, go ahead and draw your attention to the section of head and shoulders. Head and shoulders. If you had to draw a box around it, what would be inside of that box? And as you're aware of your head and shoulders, think of just a quick little message that you could send. That's just a quick little loving message saying, I appreciate you being my head and shoulders, or thank you for being here during this tap with me. Whatever that is, just a quick little sentence. And then see that box kind of drop and center down. Let's have that box cover from hips to shoulders and stretch out to wherever your arms are. So now we have kind of our upper body, our trunk, if you will. And it encloses the front of the trunk with the chest and the ribs and the belly and the organs, all the way back to the spine, the back ribs, the kidneys, down to the back of those hips. Let's go ahead and take a breath here. And as you have this box of focus on this core center of your body, go ahead and think of just one quick little message that you could send. It can be the same one and just shifting it to fit this area of the body. Thank you for being my body. Thank you for making it possible for me to be here right now. Whatever feels positive, just a quick little bit of gratitude for that part of your body. Now let's go ahead and move this little box down to the space that's our lower body. So everything from our hips, down our thighs, our knees, down the shin to the ankles and toes. Just a box encompassing all of that. And just notice hips and your legs and your feet. And send this area of your body just a little bit of love, just a hello. Thanks for being my feet. Thanks for being my body. Now let's go ahead and take another breath. And let's go ahead and bring that box and widen it and lengthen it out to encompass just large enough for your whole body. And this is a very soft, loving, permeable box. It's not meant to feel trapped at all. It's more like a soft reinforcement of energy, just a loving space, so that whatever room you're in, whatever place you're in, it's just adding a dimension of care and of kindness to the immediate area of where your entire body is. And just allowing you to be in just a little bit more of a loving space. Okay, let's take one more breath. And let's go ahead and start tapping. And I feel like starting just a quick little tap on presence, meaning being present and what that means and permissions surrounding that. Okay. As you think of the word present and like being present in this moment, just let your mind kind of wander as you tap about what that word means to you and what feelings come up with that. You know, do you immediately feel like, oh yeah, being present, 100% present, that's the goal. That's what's supposed to be possible. It's a bit of a mystery to me, or I'm really frustrated with that, or I hate it when people say that, or I have this one person who says it all the time and it's so annoying because they think they're so wise. Whatever it is, just let those thoughts flow. We're not judging them. We're not changing them. Just become aware of what is connected to your beliefs around being present. As I consider what it means for me to be present in this moment, I deeply and completely accept myself. As I ponder any and all positive, neutral, and negative beliefs surrounding my ability to be present, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though right now, what I feel about my ability and my beliefs surrounding being present may not be where I want to be with it, I still choose right now to deeply and completely accept myself anyway. I wonder, why do I care? Why am I spending time thinking about this? Why does it matter to understand how I feel about trying to be present? Trying to be present. The importance of being present. My beliefs about being present. Things that I don't know yet about the importance of being present. As I consider how this may or may not be important to me. I hold space to maybe discover something that I really like. Okay, so what could that be? Why would I care about being present? Why do I not care about being present? I wonder, does being present feel safe to me? Does being present feel empowering to me? I wonder if being present does not feel safe and it does not feel powerful, why would I try to force myself into that? Of course, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense on any level. It doesn't make sense on a survival level. It doesn't make sense on a cognitive level. It doesn't make sense logically. Forcing myself into a place that isn't safe doesn't make sense. I wonder, why would it not feel safe? Have I had past experiences where I was present and I was hurt? Have I had past experiences where I wasn't thinking so much about the future or the past or other considerations, and I feel like that caused a negative outcome for me? And I wish I would have been more outside of myself. Whatever reasons might exist that had given me a concern about my safety from being present with myself, I deeply and completely accept myself. All of these reasons and feelings are valid. But I wonder, are they still valid? It made a lot of sense at that time. But do I still need those protections in this moment? Or is it possible that I can have safety in this moment? And maybe I still have moments that aren't safe or safe at different levels. And that's okay. In fact, it's really wise of me to be aware of that, to acknowledge that, and to act accordingly. But if it's wise of me to respond to the level of that stress or that engagement, that lack of safety in those moments, doesn't it also make sense for me to respond to the amount of safety that I also have in other moments? My safety, my moments of safety, permission to feel safe in safe moments. I am not sure about this, but I wonder, how could I try feeling safe? How could I try feeling present? Well, first, Maybe I look around and I confirm, am I safe? So go ahead and look around the room where you are. Am I safe in these walls? Yes. Am I safe under this ceiling? Yes. Am I safe on top of this floor? Yes. Am I safe on this furniture? Yes. Okay. I give myself permission to confirm this safety through my body and through my emotions. I give myself permission to relax to the appropriate degree of the safety that I feel right now. And I may have things that don't feel safe, that are on my mind, that are something in the past or something in the future. And it's okay for me to acknowledge those. But I give my mind and my body permission to be at least as present in this moment and to feel at least as much the safety, the relaxation, and the comfort that exists right now. My safety, my present moment, my feelings in this present moment. Okay, well, maybe that feels kind of good, but what's the point? I have so many things to think about and worry about. What does relaxing in this one moment possibly do for me? Even though I may not be understanding the benefits of relaxing right now, I'm open to thinking about it and considering how it is important. Isn't it true that there's so much science behind the biology of relaxing? Isn't that a whole premise for the point of meditation? That when the body feels safe, when the body receives a signal to relax, our immune systems run better, our body is able to repair faster and better, we're able to think more clearly, we're able to rest more fully, sleep is better, energy levels are better. Oh, huh. Hmm. Seems like maybe there's a whole lot of reasons that it could be beneficial for me to acknowledge my safe moments. And even if this isn't my whole life right now, even if it isn't the majority of moments, I still give myself permission to find safe moments and allow my body to receive the benefits of being present in my safe moments. My safe moments. Being present. And as I allow myself to build on this skill, I deeply and completely accept myself. Okay, go ahead and pause on tapping and take a breath. And just notice, how does your body feel? As opposed to when we first started tapping about being present. Do things feel brighter, more vibrant to you? Does your body feel more relaxed? Do you feel more grounded, more space? Do you feel more calm? Do your muscles feel like they're I already said relaxed, but looser? If you were yawning, sighing, crying, shifting, all of those are signs that your subconscious brain was accepting what you were offering as you were tapping and rewriting things and saying, yeah, no, this makes sense. I like this. Let's go with it. And now it's going to continue to create that template, even though you're not tapping on it anymore. So that's amazing. Good job. Let's go ahead and jump right into, I know there were a couple of comments. I'm going to go ahead and jump right into just a quick physical body tap because it's just kind of along the same lines. And then I promise I'll go back to the chat and see where we go from there. So as we start to tap on physical body, if you have something specific, it can be an ailment. It could be something that like, no, I'm pretty healthy, but I am trying to gain muscle mass. It doesn't have to be a negative. And even if you have a negative, you don't have to tap on it from that angle and say, man, I'm really worried about this. You could say, I would like to feel confident in this part of my body healing. We will address both sides of the spectrum of the positive and the negative, whatever way you want to phrase it, whatever feels the most powerful, the most truthful for you, that's the one. Okay. If you don't have a particular thing about your physical body, you could also use this as, man, I just feel so much grief. It's just so heavy in my chest. I feel so much confusion. It's just so full in my head. Anything that you could describe by the sensation in your body, even if it's not technically an organ or a muscle or a bone, that still works for the tap that we're about to do. Okay. As I consider this aspect of my body and my health, I deeply and completely accept myself. As I consider this aspect of my health and acknowledge it's not where I would like it to be, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. Even though right now, as I think about this aspect of my body and my health, I may have a lot of feelings and a lot of thoughts. And I may not have a clear solution or confidence in a solution. I still choose right now to deeply and completely accept myself. I accept that this is where I am in this moment. Even if it's not where I want to be, even if it's not where I'm staying, it is where I am. And it's okay. It's okay that this is where I am, even if it's my fault that I made choices that brought this circumstance to my body. And I accept it if it is completely out of my control. And I did everything that I could to prevent this, and it still happened. And I have feelings about that. I still choose to let it breathe, to acknowledge it. Because for better or worse, this is my body. My body acknowledging my body, feeling feelings about my body. I wonder, what can I possibly do? What can I possibly do that I haven't already thought of, that I haven't already tried, that could make a difference? As I ask myself this question, I wonder, what do I mean by that? Am I placing an expectation on myself to navigate, to discover, to choose perfectly so that I can have a perfect outcome? Yeesh. Well, that kind of pressure usually works out. That's usually something that brings about the best outcome, right? As I consider the type of pressure and pathway that I might be demanding from my current train of thought, I allow myself some space to think about this and maybe come up with something different. But I don't want something different. I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. I want to know things are going to be okay. I want to know that I'm not making more mistakes. And I want to know that I get my outcome that I want. I want. And I don't want to settle for less. As I consider any and all feelings that I'm having, like these, I deeply and completely accept myself. Of course, that's what I want. Of course, that's what I want. That makes a lot of sense. Of course, I want things to work out. Of course, I want to be validated that I'm making the right choice. Of course, I want to feel safe. But I wonder, is it working? Has it been working for me to try and muscle this and force this expectation from myself? Yes. No. I don't know. Whether or not I have clarity right now about my current plan of action towards my goals with my body, I deeply and completely accept myself and hold space for curiosity. But what else could I do? How else could I look at this? Where do I have power in this situation? I know all the places I don't have power. I know all the places I feel really frustrated. And I focus a lot on those. Maybe because I'm not sure where else to focus. I wonder if there were something I could focus on that would make a difference. would I allow myself to do that? Yeah, probably not. I don't know. Whether or not I can commit to a different way of processing this moment, this issue with my body, I hold space to gather more information. What if I give myself permission to support my body in smaller increments, to offer things to myself that are very easy to say yes to and are very easy to accommodate? Well, I don't know what good that's going to do. Even if I immediately feel negative feedback about this idea, I still choose to hold space and be curious. Well, I wonder, what do I even mean by that? What are these small things that I could do? Maybe it's as simple as allowing myself a pillow on the couch to support my knees or my back. Maybe it's as simple as giving myself permission to skip a social event that I'm expected to attend, but I really don't have the energy. Maybe it's finding permission to have 5 water glasses all around my house so that whenever I see one of them, I take a drink. And even if it's weird or it's cluttery or it's different, I give myself permission to find different. I give myself permission to try things that are weird or silly. Because what if? What if it makes a difference? What if letting myself watch something that just feels good to me, or listen to music that just carries me away, or read a book when I'm supposed to be folding laundry or washing dishes or something else, but I feel good? What if that makes the difference? Oh, no, I can't do that because that makes me a slob. It makes me irresponsible. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. Okay. While it is important to maintain a lifestyle, maybe right now it's more important to maintain my health. Because while glasses of water and books and blankets and pillows and an extra hour of sleep may not be my whole solution, maybe it's enough of a solution to keep me going, to find the strength that I need to get to my solution, to find the peace that I need to have as much confidence as I can about my choices. I can't control the outcome. I don't know for sure where all of this is going to land. But what if I just try and see how it feels? Because isn't it true that no matter what the outcome ends up being, shouldn't I allow myself to feel better now as much as I can? My body. This issue with my body. My big solution. My small, supportive solutions. Permission from me for that support. As I consider any and all of the little ways that I could and have complete power to support myself, I give myself permission to experience the outcome. And I give myself permission to build the skill of giving myself support as I continue to the best of my ability to find my ideal outcome. And as I do this, I deeply and completely accept myself. Go ahead and pause and take a breath. I just noticed real fast. Oh, Maria, I saw that pop up. You be reading my mind. Notice how you feel. Do you feel more calm, more relaxed? Do you feel more happy? Notice in your body, even in that space in your body, does it feel a little bit more in alignment now? Like maybe you're kind of working together towards something now. Do you have ideas? Do you feel positive about things that you could go and do? If so, congratulations, you did it. Your brain is shifting that template and it will continue to do so. So good job. And when I say it continues to shift, that's true. That doesn't mean that that's the only time you have to tap on it. So if you're like, it didn't work, it's back. No. It just means that there's another aspect and your brain is saying, hey, that was so great. Do this one too. So it's never a failure in tapping, but there's often complexity. So just know that if you've ever wondered, like, why did that come back? It's just another aspect that your brain is saying, cool, do it again. All right, enough. Let's go. Stopping myself from talking. We have enough time for another tap. So I'm going to do what I said I would do. We're going to go through the comments. Do emotions affecting heart rhythm? Yes, Kathy, like all the time for me. Reiki Flow, Happy New Year to you too. Oh, Marie, no, not safe. Good. I hope that released for you as we went through the tap. Safety is such a tricky little aspect. Like if you're having trouble tapping through something, always ask if it feels safe, because almost always that will be like a hard line where you can't make progress. Oh, Virginia, I'm glad that you loved it. So tap, I believe you covered so much of us not being present. Good. I'm so glad, Paula. I actually feel tingling in my body and face. Yay. That is a positive sign. Good job. So on target. Yay. Jackie, hi. Jackie's a childhood friend of mine. So it just, if I have that extra emotion in my voice, it's because we have history. So reading my mind. Yes, I needed that. More calm, more flow. Yay. Throat chakra cleared. That's amazing. Very helpful. Love that. Good job. Yay. Yay to everybody. Oh, Christine joined late, trying to catch up. No worries. You are in time for our last tap. So hopefully it's just perfect timing for what you needed today. So we just tapped on physical body and like kind of emotions attached to that. So there were also some suggestions about struggles in relation to other people. And I would say we can even expand that to in relation to other experiences, such as like, oh my gosh, what is this year even going to be? I just can't right now. Or like, oh my gosh, I have to see this person next week and I've been putting this off and now I don't know what to do. All of that. So when it's essentially out of yourself, out of your body, out of your own control, how can you center yourself and see your choices and feel safe and empowered throughout that time? I will say this a lot of times has roots in like people pleasing, especially if you were raised in a family where there were expectations that you kind of naturally seem to violate, and you were like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I keep getting in trouble. And so there's a self-abandonment that happens in that. And people pleasing, it's I will choose what you're telling me I need to be over what I feel is true and honest for myself. And that tends to be a lot of the root of this type of anxiety is I'm not here for myself. So my only safety is if I can get this external person or this external experience to be safe for me, because there's no safety here. And that causes, understandably, a lot of anxiety. So I'm trying to think of how to phrase that. Okay. Let's start with, as I consider my concern of the future. Yeah, let's do that. It's so vague, but I want you to replace those words with whatever is in front of you. So please be more specific. I'm going to use it just as a placeholder so that we're all tapping along together. But as I consider my concern of getting my job, as I consider my concern of regaining my health, as I consider this conversation, all of those things, whatever it is, choose one specific thing. And when I say the future, plug that in instead, whatever your thing is. Okay, let's go ahead and start tapping. Really strikes a chord, yeah. Okay, Christine, I hope that I think this will help you figuring with what you put up there. As I consider my concerns about the future, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though right now all I have are concerns and no solutions, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. Even though, as I consider my concern for the future, and I acknowledge how big and overwhelming it feels right now, I still choose to deeply and completely accept myself. I choose to acknowledge myself and be grateful for myself. This is a hard place to be. It's uncertain, it's scary, but I'm here. And I'm doing my best. And that's a big deal. It's a big deal that I am trying. And I choose right now to feel gratitude towards myself that even though this is big and scary and uncertain, and I don't have the answer yet, I'm trying. I'm showing up. And that is meaningful. And that is powerful in and of itself. I wonder, as I consider this thing in my future, does it feel familiar? Do I see a pattern I don't like and I don't want? Do I not see a pattern but feel a familiar feeling? Is it possible that this future concern is anchored, attached, correlated in my brain with something from my past? My future. Something from my past. I wonder, what from my past? I've never been in this moment before. Maybe I've never been in this situation before. So how could it possibly be connected to anything from my past? Well, what if, instead of thinking so specifically about exactly this thing, I took it down to like a basic building block? So as a metaphor, rather than seeing like a house and the color and the shingles and the rooms and the flooring and the decorations, what if I just saw a box? What if I just said, this experience feels like a fear of failure. This experience, this future thing I'm worried about, feels like abandonment. It feels like doom. It feels like I'm going to be the one that takes all of the bad stuff from it. I feel targeted. I feel forgotten. I feel pre-shamed. I don't feel good enough. I feel like no matter what I do, it's going to be wrong and I'm going to make it worse. As I consider this basic structure of this future concern, I deeply and completely accept myself. It makes sense that I would worry about experiencing this. That's a hard thing to experience. And as I consider my past and where I am aware or unaware of my experiences of this kind from my past, they were uncomfortable. They were hard. Maybe even traumatic. We're going to go over like 5 to 10 minutes today, so just so you're aware. And as I consider the impact that those experiences had on me, of course, I'm afraid of it. Of course, I'm worried about that in my future. So I wonder, if this event is in the future and I can't control it, and I'm worried that it's going to happen like things in the past have happened, what can I do to change that trajectory? What can I do to make it different? Oh, nothing. There's nothing that I can do. I'm doomed. It's going to repeat, and I'm just walking into it. Even if there is some part of me that's saying that and feels that, I hold space to hear other thoughts and other beliefs that I also have. Isn't it true that even though I had those hard experiences, I got through them? My past is not my present. And getting over hard stuff takes a lot of strength. And I have that strength. And I know I have that strength because I got past it. Even if I still have lingering fears and emotions, it's not happening right now. I got past it. And if I figured out a way to get to where I am now, doesn't it make sense that I am capable of figuring out how to get through and even succeed in a really awesome way this thing in my future? It may be hard. I may be surprised by some outcomes, and I can't control all of the aspects. But what if what I said to myself about it is, I am strong, and I am smart, and I am capable. And those are true and have been proven because of where I am now compared to where I was. And as I give myself permission to activate my strength, my wisdom, my love, my intelligence, my adaptive abilities, and I support myself in these things as they are happening, and I don't tie myself down with judgment on the outcome. No matter the outcome, I'm strong now. I'm smart now. And I will continue to do my best. And as I acknowledge these facts about myself, I give myself permission to begin to feel trust in those. Even though I don't yet know the outcome, and I don't know how much trust or belief to put in that, I choose to hold trust and belief in what I do know and what is already true, and putting that into the mixture gives me a really good chance. this future concern. My power right now. As I choose to apply all that I am in moving forward into what will be, I deeply and completely accept myself. We're going to tap for just a few more moments and just feel, just integrating everything that just happened for just a little bit longer. That's why we're still tapping. Okay, go ahead and pause and take a breath. Good job. Wow. We went big and bold on that one, didn't we? Check in on how you're feeling. See if you're feeling better in all the ways that we've mentioned before. And if you're feeling that confirmation of feels better than it did when we started, congratulations. You reached those points in your brain where it's agreeing with you and you're now moving forward in a bigger, better space. And that's a big deal. So I hope you allow yourself to feel that. I'm going to check the comments and then we're going to hop off here. Sorry I kept you late, but I'm really glad that you stayed. Future work, maybe. Not feeling grounded. Please exact where my hand to tap. Christine, my email is at the top of this chat. If you want to scroll up to that, you can email me and I am more than happy to help you feel more comfortable with the process and give you some pointers one-on-one. Lots of tingling. You say to myself, yeah, I'll send you some links, Christine, so that you can understand how this process goes. I'm glad that it was still helpful to you, even though you have a lot of questions. We'll get you all straightened out and knowing how to do it for next time. Thank you so much for being here with me. I love all of you so much. Truly powerful for you to be here. So you make a big difference when you come. I hope you have a wonderful week. And I will post that video on Friday about when things get bigger when you start tapping. And I hope I get to see you next Tuesday. Take care. I'll see you.